Holla at your boy, holla at your Rob Roy, back at it again, just to be back at it again. Subscribe to the channel, Rob and Miles, Rob, blah, blah, blah. And content creation on the, give you some good stuff that you can take and hopefully it works out for you. I'm gonna have this video, let's go see. Trying to just drop these videos and give you some good content, some stuff you can use, some stuff that I wish that maybe I knew before when I started business. I'm gonna keep this one back to my embroidery business because I got the embroidery machines here. As you can see, there's a plate right there. We'll take a little pause for the cause just because I ain't trying to give you enough information that'll help you. Subscribe, thumbs up the video, whatever, you know. Thumbs up the video doesn't do much for you, but does something for me. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. I'm gonna talk about supplies and things that go into the embroidery business that people overlook. And I just go to in general how to be profitable in embroidery business, right? All right, let's go. Profitable in the embroidery business and what to look for and what to stay away from. Let's start off with let's use clothes. There's a lot of things you can embroidery. Let's go. Let's stay with clothes. Let's go with clothes. Yeah, I'm gonna go with shirts. I'm gonna go with shirts and I'm gonna say beanies. I'm gonna start with that because that's what I do. There's a lot of other things you could do. Let's keep it to clothes because that's what clothes accessories. That is what I'm proficient at, and that's what I make most of my money off of. All right, let's get a breakdown. I was talking to my brother the other day, and he was wondering, like, you know, family members always want to know how much money you're making. So, you know, how much money you're making, how much profit is it, what are you getting them for? You know, yeah. Okay? So I'm going to share that same stuff to you. I'll basically get the conversation. It's a conversation called this is crazy. I've been doing this for a while now, but hey, how's it going? All right. Yeah, I see you doing that stuff. Yeah, man. How's those? I see them beanies are going pretty good. Yeah, I do all right. Well, how much you get those for? They always want to know. Like, that's a backwards way of asking how much you're making off the beanies. Is asking like, well, whatever you're making, like how much you get it for. You know, they already know the price, or they get an idea of the price that you're gonna sell it for. Well, how much you get it for? Right? Then they ask you. Then you go to the comments, blah blah blah. You know, oh, where you get it? You know, your business plan. They go through, and then you tell them, well, I get it from here, blah blah blah. Oh, and end the conversation. So how much you sell it for? So you want to know where you get it, like what you get it for, where you get it at, and what you sell it for. Basically, that's what it'd be better if they just said that. Okay, so. I get these beanies, like I said, at $2, but I know there's a place you could get them for cheaper than that, but I just, it's just already cheap. But I just gotta make a drive, and these are the good quality ones too. Like I'm sure you can get the cheap ones for $1 any place, but these are the good quality ones, and they're $2. So I'm almost satisfied with just doing that. So, all right, and I put some embroidery on it, and I sell my beanies between 10 to 15. I mean, I'm hoping by next year I can just do 15 just all across the board. Just $15, $15, $15, $15. One, that's a good markup, and it keeps me able to keeps me able to not feel a crunch when I start expanding my business. Like if I went and bought over 100 beanies, I didn't feel a crunch because I was making so much money off of it. I mean, I explained in one of my other videos, when you started to grow your business, you get a crunch because you're expanding and you're spending, you're investing in more materials. And before your money catch up to the materials, you're gonna crunch yourself, and that's why a lot of people get caught because they buy more materials than they should, and then it doesn't work out as fast as it should. It's like I got 100. Let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 72. So I got 72. Oh no, I got some more. About 80 beanies left out of that 100. It was about 100. It was I forgot what it was, but it was definitely 8 dozen. I already had some here, so I probably had 120 beanies, and I got I probably sold 40 beanies in the last couple of days, so I'll just put it like that. But the thing is, the time is ticking down, and I don't want to get caught in another crunch. Is the product life cycle, because beanies every year got a product life cycle. Anything winterized, unless I'm in Canada, which I'm not in Canada, it's got a product life cycle. Down here, all of the cold stuff. So that's what's going on right now. So I'm trying to hurry and get these out. But back to that, you gotta get your supplies. Remember, you gotta get the beanie. You gotta get it's stuff like this. You gotta get the beanie. You're gonna have to get you some scissors. You know, you gotta get you some paper to print the stuff on. All these little things add up. You gotta get the backing. You get the backing, and I'll tell you why I went with paper. Why I went with paper over labels is because labels come out to probably about probably 2-3 cents a label, and paper comes out to maybe not even a cent for a piece of paper. So I'll go that route. I said do paper, and I did give me one of these guns. So I just know it's a cheaper route. I would like to do labels maybe when I start making a lot more money. I just know it's not. It's between 2 to 5 cents for labels. That's why I don't even mess with them. Well, I would just do it. So it's actually expensive to look cool. I don't know if it's even quicker. So maybe I will try it one time. Every time I try to do labels, you think about a label machine. A label printer is probably about what is it? About at least $100. But like I said, to me, it's a more expensive route. I got a nice big industrial printer, so I'm paying pennies on it. I'm paying less than pennies to print stuff out. And then you gotta get your place. You gotta get you your garbage bags. Get rid of the excess thing. And then you gotta make sure you gotta get your time. You get your stabilizers. You gotta get your. I would say to every beanie, it's probably about, for me right now, it's probably about 25 cents to maybe 30 cents extra. So beanie's probably really costing me like $2.30 to do, or whatever it is. I'd say it's about 30 cents extra product and stuff that it costs me to print something about. I'm gonna say this size. So anything this size is costing me about 30 cents to print. That's just it's on the high side. Until I start getting, so I know it's at least 30 cents, maybe less, maybe a quarter. But it's at least around that demographic. You gotta count in on your price. And then, like on my beanies, I gotta pay for shipping. So, and the shipping, it cost me more to ship them than make them. Shipping right now is it depends on where it is. Is it $3.48? $3.48, and then they say shipping is always around the gas price. I didn't even think about that. Well, the stuff I do. So $3.48. Some places they didn't change it. It used to be just universal shipping, but now depending on where you're going to, some places is $79. It's early in the morning. It's been up since 5, so. And it's still in the 5s. So I just want to let you know that if you ever get to watch this video. But also I'm gonna start linking down below. I'm working at this website right here, l1to.com. I got those fine things. Let's just say subscribe in here. Subscribe. Maybe that's why I write on this other side, subscribe. I just gotta do a super old school, you know what I mean? I got another thing I wanna, whatever. I'll get back to that for another video. But, I'm gonna try to link that in the description about that website thing. So anything that pertains to whatever I'm doing at the time, it's gonna be on there. And if you any questions, you could comment me through there. Yeah. And also, like, same thing with beanies. Like, I see that calculates the thread in there, so you gotta take the thread. That's the thing is you gotta buy a big bundle. The bigger the bundle of thread, you gotta go. This one thing, it's another cost people forget about. It's the actual cost of electricity to run the thing. It's not free to run a machine, so it has to cost something, you know. I haven't calculated that in there either. It has to cost something to run these machines. So, and also you want to do it efficiently, right? Because if it takes a lot of time, even though you're making a decent profit on there, you're not making profit because it's killing your time. So I need to make so many beanies in an hour. So with both of these machines, I probably could do let me say improve 5 cents. I probably could do 10 beanies an hour. I mean, that's probably worst case scenario. I could do like 10 beanies an hour with 2 machines. I'm working on trying to get another machine. Yeah, I'm probably end up trying to get that one. Just doing hustling. So I get that, sell that somehow, just work a deal backwards. Because they got a machine that's coming towards me because somebody flip-flop, but at least I'll have it, you know, a guy with money. And, you know, down the line I could probably make payments on it because what are you gonna do, you know? Also I can sell it from here, so. You know, let's say they give me a super discount. That's another thing. Like, I get discount. But I'm selling these machines and I got it profitable. And a good thing about embroidery machines, one person could run a lot of machines. So that's another thing you really don't have to worry about. One person can do probably 4 or 5 machines by themselves. So it's not a big crazy deal about that. Yeah. And then also keep you a nice amount of supplies. Because when you run out of supplies, you have to go and spend more money just to get for the short run. Like I got stuff coming in. I ran out of these bags. I had no bags. I had none of these. Like these, the polys I use, they're dirt cheap. You get about 1,000 of them for $50, or whatever that comes out to. 1,000 for 50. They used to be cheaper than that even when I first started. Everything used to be dirt cheap when I first started. And then I ran out of polys, so I went to Walmart and I grabbed these. And I taped it up real good because I was scared if it got wet, the contents in it would rip apart. You know, and then you want to make sure your stuff look as professional as you can at your time of doing it, whatever your professional level is. Because it seems like the longer you do it, you will start making it look more professional. You know, you start. I mean, as if you seek out. I just call it research and development. You start researching, see what everybody else is doing, but you got it, and it helps you stay relevant for the development of your company. And be patient. Like I said, another one of my videos, I had that embroidery machine sitting in my house for 3 years before I even touched that thing. It was the PE 770. Yeah, so I had it sitting there for 3 years, and I was just like, this thing. I was like, let me go ahead and try it. So who knows? I could have been doing these videos. Same thing with videos. Guys, I've been doing YouTube since the early 2000s. I really probably should have more content than anybody on here. It's just what usually happens is I just get sidetracked. Like even now, after this, I'm gonna try to do a quick live stream so I can so y'all can see some of the live stuff I do and some of my orders. I just don't want to get the orders bagged up on me. And to me, like I say, I do a lot of other things. Like I do custom shoes, but it's like the orders are pouring in. You know, this is taking up time. That's taking up time. I got to start studying. Yeah, I got to have some type of outside life. Pretty much just go to lunch, make me a lunchtime, and then I'm just back at it. You know, then I go pick up my son, and you know, I got to spend time with him. You know, I get him up to work out. You know, he's getting stronger. But yeah, you got to be able to manage your time. It's another thing that goes into your business and business growth is managing your time correctly so you can be successful. Some people are successful, but they got horrible time management, and then everything collapses on that as well. Like me, I told you a few times I've been too successful. Like I couldn't keep up with the orders. I basically had to shut down the business because I couldn't keep up with the orders. Like now, what I'll do if I can't keep up with the orders, I'll just start raising the price. You know, just to slow it down. Now, maybe that's why you see some companies with outrageous prices. It's because they had because if they had lower prices, they would get flooded. You know, they wouldn't be able to keep up the orders like all the famous brands. Now I see, even though they ask a high price, imagine if they did something that was really low and inexpensive, they would get flooded with orders and they wouldn't be able to keep up, which would clog their business growth. Yeah, that's why I think some companies do limited runs too. Like when it's done, it's done. Like if this sell out, it's done. If they do something like these beanies, I could show them. I could spit them off for like $5 or $6. It ain't gonna help me out, but I would think no, it ain't gonna help me out, but hold on. Yeah, like back to it. For $5 or $6, you know, I could do these for $5 or $6. It wouldn't help my financial goals out, but it definitely be me putting out a bunch of people would know I'm doing this and it's going. It look like I'm doing a lot of work, but it would just start clogging me up because I don't want to be a wholesaler, and that's just not my way to go. You know, that's another thing. I'm gonna just add this to this video too. Watch who you try to help out when you coming up just to get orders. Like get orders. Do not lower your price to get orders. Let's see. But make sure research and develop yourself, and make sure you have a fair price. So do not lower your price to get orders, because all it's gonna do is put you more in a crunch when it's time for you. You're like, I did all this and I made nothing. It's gonna feel like that. It's gonna feel like you did a bunch of work and you didn't make anything off of it. But the person's getting over on you, and those type of people you don't need anyway, because they don't help your business grow. Even if they do, you think, oh, talking and word of mouth is not really the best way to go. I'm gonna just be honest with you. It's the cheapest way to go. That's what it is. If you can pay to get some advertising, that's another thing that goes in there. If you can pay to get it, yes, just do that too. If you can pay to get some advertising and get yourself out there, you gotta calculate that into it. I haven't even just calculated that into it, so I don't mind paying $1 for the $15 to sell a beanie. So you know what I mean. It's just because there's so much space in there. I at minimum try to make $10 off of one. So If I make $10, I make $5, $6. I'm already making a lot of beanies as it is. So me just making something is I'm already making them. That's why sometimes I'll cut a deal. I'll do something for 13, something for 14, because I'm already making them anyway. In that scenario, yes, because you only can make so many a day. You're like, I'm already at my peak. I was peaking. I wanted to sell 50. Let me sell a couple of cheap ones so I could get to maybe 60. Just to get a couple more sales in, sales wise. Sometimes you have sale goals as well. I want to sell so many things. Like me, I just thought about it with my brother the other day. I probably sold 500 beanies in the last probably, I don't know, 3-4 months. So I'm averaging, but the thing is, probably 3 or 4 months I already sold 500 beanies. But the crazy part is when I first started, I was only averaging 2-3 beanies a day. I went from no beanies, 1 beanie a week, 2 beanies a week, 3, 4. So now I'm averaging probably like 10, probably over 10 beanies a day now. That's how rapid it came back. So, but I didn't know it's gonna slow down. So I'm trying to transition into the hats and the t-shirts. So t-shirts probably do something a little small right here. You don't need that much for a t-shirt because you don't want to be all itchy and all over you. Some people say, I want to put it all over. Another thing is, be careful about the special requests because a lot of times they're wasting your fucking time. Oops, you're wasting your time. Sorry for that. I hate getting my time wasted, and I would do not wish that on you either. So I think I'm gonna let this video go. It's gonna be it for me for today, and I'm trying to go into my live stream. So if you find any content useful in this, thumbs up the video, subscribe. I'm gonna leave probably some links down in the bottom, just so I got some link backs, and get ready for my live. And if you got any questions of how I started, how I got there, and where I'm at now, be sure to comment down below. And you can see if you go through all my things, I do comment back. I'm not so big that I can't comment back like all the other YouTubers. So, and I don't get lost in the comments. All right, till next time, holla at your boy.